Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Esther Mofrey. Today I want us to analyze GBPUSD. I want to give you the direction of what it is doing and how to trade a currency pair. Did you know that GBPUSD is one of the major currencies? That is one of the major currencies that people, majority of traders, trade it. And if you're a beginner or maybe you have been trading Forex and you have never given GBPUSD a chance, today is your moment to at least look at it and comment down below. Let me know, which strategy do you trade when you are trading currencies? What do you use? Which strategy do you use? And by the time you're ending this video, you'll be able to know how to trade GBPUSD. And if you know how to trade GBPUSD, you can know how to trade GBPCHF. You can know how to trade GBP because they have positive correlation. So if you know how to trade GBPUSD, you can know how to trade Euro USD, you can know how to trade Audi USD. Because I don't think you can trade GBPUSD a buy and then you go and put a sell on Euro USD. No, you cannot do that. There are things that are called positive correlation. So let me show you before even we do the lesson, let me show you positive correlation of GBPUSD. I want to share my screen. So positive correlation means that if today you decide to trade GBPUSD, if you decide to trade GBPUSD, let me put it in GBPUSD, and you know it will buy, okay, Euro USD, it is a positive correlation, it will also buy. Audi USD, it will also be a buy. GBPCHF, it will also be a buy. And sometimes GBPJPY, not always. GBPJPY, not always, but even sometimes if the pound is very strong, you will find that GBPJPY is buying. So it's good even if you're trading gold, because I normally trade gold. I like looking at GBPUSD, and most of the time when gold doesn't have good setups, I can go to GBPUSD and I can be able to trade it. Now, I'll be showing you how to trade GBPUSD using the three confluences that we said. We said if you want to trade currencies, if you want to trade gold, if you want to trade any instrument, anything, at least have three confluences. Confluences, it is in terms of at least have three strategies that are governing you. And in this channel, because everything that I post here is for free, in this channel, I teach three things and I added. Now, the newest strategy that I'm teaching everyone is CIB strategy. And if you have been making money with this strategy, I want you to comment down below. Say you're making money and how is it? What else have you added? Because a good strategy, it needs to have rules. It has to have exits. It has to have take profit. How do you take profit? How do you measure your take profit? How do you know it's your exit? How do you measure your stop loss? I want you to comment down below. So whenever you're trading GBPUSD, that will give you confidence to trade the rest of the currency. We are trading CIB strategy, and then we can use a double bottom or a double top or bottom. It's very, very important when you use this pattern as strategy, and then we can use trend line. Now, I want you to be combining these three strategies for you to be accurate. So anytime you open your chart, you're looking, I want to combine CIB, I want to combine pattern, a double top or bottom, I want to combine trend line. Now, this is an illustration. This example is an illustration of how you should do it. Now, let me show you how you should do it. So once you open your chart, back in your mind, you know, I want first to mark up my trend lines, because marking trend lines, you go to higher time frame, either you use daily, 4 hour or 2 hours. Those are the time frame that you can use. Now, if we want to mark up our trend line, it will tell us what the market is doing. So if I come and I mark my trend line here, I can connect point 1 to 2, and this trend line, of course, it is telling that this market is going on an uptrend. So since 2022 of September, GBPUSD has been bullish, and meaning that buyers are in control than sellers. Buyers are more stronger. When buyers are coming in the market, they are more stronger. So we have how many touches? We have 2 touches, and there is higher possibility that the market might come and touch this touch here. So there is a higher possibility. Now, whenever you have two touches, two things can happen. You can be able to notice that it's either the market has broken your trend line, because that trend line has been broken. You can see if we had a very, very sharp trend line, or this trend line, if I put like that, it is the one that has been broken and it is coming here. Now you can see whenever a trend line is broken, the market even came and retested. And it's not a wonder you see a trend line, if it breaks, it comes back to this area before it comes to touch here, because of course it wants to trap as many people as possible. Now it is too late for you to put your sales around this area. Number one, it's because if you find a trend line breaking, if you find a trend line breaking, it is easier to trade it at that point. Imagine you're finding your chart here. If you're finding your chart here, it has just broken the trend line. You will wait for it to retest and then now you drop down. But if you don't use trend line, you won't know that sellers have already been exhausted, because they broke on September. And already we are on November. So September, October, November. So 3 months, the market after breaking trend line has been going down. You see, currencies, they are not as fast as the gold and the metals or indices, but they have taken 3 months for this draw. So you cannot just come and place yourselves here. You will try to be looking for a buy. Number one, why are you looking for a buy? Because the trend line suggests, the main trend line suggests it's an uptrend. Number two, why are you looking for a buy? Because already you are too late for this sale, okay? You are too late for this sale. Number three, why are you looking for buy? Because you want to cut the retracement. Now, if we look at CIB strategy, we see that already CIB strategy has broken. So it is giving different, it is the trend line, the old trend line broke. Now a CIB strategy has broken. Now, if CIB strategy is telling you to sell, the only thing we need is a double top. Because if I am to sell, selling, you cannot sell with another pattern unless it's a double top. So if I want to sell, I cannot sell when the market is going on an uptrend, because uptrend, I'll be looking for double bottom for me to sell, right? But if I want to buy, I'll be looking for a double bottom. If I want to sell, I want first to see a downtrend so that I can look for a double top. Now, the only thing that is making me not buy the idea of CIB, the only thing that is making me disqualify this CIB, because I need you to be able to disqualify a CIB. Not all CIB that has a cross. If you don't know what I'm talking of, CIB is a cross candle like this, that you put a box and wait for the direction to break. Now, how do you disqualify the one that will work, the one that will not work? Now, if for instance, I'm being told to sell, this is a CIB, it has broken on a downside, and it is telling me to sell, but I'm not seeing a double top to help me to sell. I will be cautious. So this CIB, yes, it is okay, it is telling me, okay, you can sell, but where is the double top? If you are telling me to sell, I can go to lower time frame to look for a double top for me to continue to sell. Now, the reason why I tell people don't trade CIB by itself, sometimes it will be a 50-50 chance. Today you'll make money, tomorrow you will not make money. But if you combine CIB, trend line, double tops or double bottoms, you'll have perfect entries. Now, for the trend line, if I remove this trend line, if I remove that trend line and I work with the trend line that I have here, my thinking is the trend line, the market is about to touch. Even if I connect these two lines like that, no, these two lines, it's giving me the vibe it has broken. So between the trend line and the CIB, they are all suggesting I should sell. Now, let's go to 4 hours to get to understand, are we selling or are we buying? So when we go to 4 hours, that is what we have. We have a market that is on a downtrend. Now, the problem is we do not sell on a market like this. If I want to sell, I want to come and get a double top. For me selling, I need to see a double top. So if I will sell, okay, CIB sells, I sell, but I need to see a double top for me to sell. So the rule of lack of double top makes me not sell immediately, even if I have a CIB breaking. Are we together, guys? So even if I have this CIB, it's better it retest, because I told you guys that CIB mostly can retest. And another thing I remember, I told you that you can put a sell limit the beginning of the box, and you can see when I put that box and I put it up, I'm getting into a double top. So this area is a double top, but if you go to the daily time frame, there is nothing. And if I am selling according to this CIB, I better be selling when the market is at this area. All right, now, so for me, I'm not looking for a sell unless this is the CIB that do retracement. I'm waiting. If I am to sell, I want this CIB to do a retracement, and then maybe we can sell again. Because again, I don't want to sell and one of my confluences has not been achieved, and that is a pattern. So yes, trend line broken, CIB broken, but what about the double top? I do not have. So when I go to 4 hours, this is where it becomes interesting. So I want to see, do I have a double bottom activated? Because I already know the market will retrace. If we look at this market, we can see the end of where the red candle is. I want you to check here. If I check here and I come here, I do not have a double bottom. Can you see? There is no double bottom. Okay, no problem. Let me go to 2 hours to check if I have a double bottom that is OPT. Because again, how can you sell? Yes, daily is saying CAB has broken, but how can you sell if we'll be having a double bottom? Because double bottom, we do not sell, we buy. And those are the confusions that if you don't rectify them, you will be trading CIB and you think, oh, why is it failing? It's because you're not using confluence. So you can see on 2 hours, I already have a double bottom. So by the time the market on daily, it's giving me a CIB, a trend line. On lower time frame, the price it is at double bottom. Now, what they are doing, they will trap as many people as possible. You can see they are touching that double bottom. So if I go to 4 hours, there is no double bottom. So my double bottom is OPT. You can see there's no double bottom. If I go to daily, get out. If I go to daily, you can see the double bottom is OPT. Now, who can even imagine that, yes, the market, you're waiting for the trend line to touch here, but where the candle is, it's touching a double bottom of 2 hours. Now, if you trade the unseen, because everything that is unseen is on 2 hours, if you start trading the unseen on 2 hours, guess what? You start making more money, because majority of people will trade CIB, it has broken, oh, it is coming to the trend line, but you will be trading a double bottom, and it is because you know this CIB, the market has to retest. So the thing is, any CIB, more so on the daily, when they break CIB, they will have to retest the box. So you can trade the retracement. Now, once we have double bottom, sorry, once we have the double bottom, now, can we first mark the trend line? Let's mark the trend line of to see where the market can be coming to retrace. Can you see? I have marked the trend line so that I know if it is retest. Even this one has 2 touches, so it can retest the that so that it can sell. So the same way you are saying, oh, I have 2 touches below the trend line here, it is not giving us the direction. Will it sell fast? Will it buy fast? Because the trend line for sellers, it has 2 touches. the trend line for buyers, it also have two touches. So, and the market is at the center. So two things can happen. They can either touch the trend line for the sellers and then come back up, or they can first start with the trend line of going up, they activate. Now, tell me why our trend line is coming to the distance of the CIB. Now, for me, when I buy, I know where my take profit is. Do you know? I already know my take profit because of the help of CIB. Yes, CIB has broken down, but I already know that they go to the distance. They can go to the full distance. And if I am to buy, I will not chance to go to level 1 or 2. I will just go to the lowest level of my take profit. So yes, and that's how you combine everything. Two touches, you want a third touch, and now you can sell. Anyway, let's go to 2 hours and see if we will have a CIB now on the double bottom. Because remember, yes, I have my double bottom on 2 hours, but I'm waiting for a cross candle because my take profit, like I've said, where is my take profit? My take profit is at this level. Remember, the green box is the CIB box. This is the distance of the CIB box. This is the trend line. And I only have I have a double bottom that is OPT. I'm waiting on the cross candle. So if you're waiting for the cross candle, let's see if 2 hours will give us a cross candle. Now, see 2 hours, we get the cross candle. Even if daily gave you a big cross candle and then it broke, when 2 hours you have a double bottom, it gives you a cross candle plus a double bottom. I think that is your message. Enter this market. So we will draw a box. Remember, we are combining double bottom with a cross candle CIB strategy, and already we know that the market have a potential of coming to touch the third attempt of our trend line. So we will put the box like that and we wait for the box to be broken. So we are waiting patiently for that box to be broken. So let's see what happens. So the box is broken. You can see once the box is broken, can you imagine you have a double bottom? That double bottom, there was a cross candle. The cross candle broke plus the double bottom. It is 90% accurate than having a double bottom without a cross candle of having a cross candle without a double bottom. That is what I mean. When you get this entry, if you get such an entry, be assured you can hold your trade all the way to the distance. Now, I want you to ask yourself, can you be able to hold 206 pips? 206 pips. So that is our long position. You enter, you hold the trade, you forget about it. And but now you are not exiting with the cross candle box, you will exit with the double bottom box. If this double bottom gets invalidated, it's in case the box is broken like that. That's when you're exiting. So the double bottom is what is governing your exit. Now imagine trading like that. That is how a professional should trade. Let's see what happened after you enter that market. See, the market is going your direction, like they are just going smoothly, and by the time they are at this level, you can decide, let me close my take profit, because now my market, maybe you had 2 trades, you can close 1 trade. But let's see, did it hit the take profit? Let's see, did it hit the take profit? We are here waiting. We are here waiting to see, did it hit the take profit or did it first come back? So let's see what happens. The take profit was hit. Now, why did the market come back to the box? It was trying to retest the box. That's why I'm saying it was just like how many pips to take profit? It was like 24 pips to hit take profit. You can close your trade. But bottom line, did the strategy work? Yes, it worked. Did it even give you an exit? No. Why were you so comfortable to trade this trade up to the end? It was because of CIB combining with the double bottom. If now I go back to the if I go back to the if I go back to the daily, I will see my that touched, the one that I had has been broken. So this one is now giving me a vibe of a buy, and they have gone to my it's called what, to my distance. So the take profit went again to my distance of the CIB. So daily CIB helped me to know where to do a take profit, but 2 hours gave me a CIB and a stroke double bottom and help me to trade. If you trade this way, you'll be good to go. If you trade this way. Now, do you know there are so much chances for this double bottom to complete to the trend line? Why? There's so much chances that the GBPUSD will eventually go to 37. The reason is the 2 touches that we had, the trend line never reacted. It never rejected, but it broke. So for me, what I believe is that the market can still continue to go up. It can still continue to go up. Now, you can see where the market is currently. This is where the market is currently. We have a double top. Now, yes, we have a double top, and this double top can give us two patterns. We can get a double top that will go back to the neckline, or we can get a cup and handle. So this, I will be monitoring this setup. We can get a cup and handle. Cup and handle is a failed double top that will still continue to go this distance. So this double top, if you're looking at it, don't be biased. Oh, it's a double top, let's sell. It can also be a double top that will help people to buy. So many things can help us to know if this market will buy or it will sell. And I will do a separate video analyzing current market on GBPUSD. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It was nice to train and to give you my insight on GBPUSD and how to go about it. Until next time, bye-bye. Love you.